3rd and 1. Blitz coming. And Floyd! Yes! Floyd, go! Touchdown! There we go! Floyd Fuller gets the catch, breaks free, and takes it in for the touchdown. That was a huge play for us. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Panthers franchise. Today, we have episode 20. We are continuing our story into the last part of this season. We're coming off of a tough loss against the Bears, and you guys saw my reaction at the end of the last video. Now, unfortunately, I am not going to see your comments about that until now or later or in the past, depending on your understanding of the time-space continuum, because I just finished editing that video and then I started recording again. So future me and past me at the same time is going to see those comments, but I will not be reacting to them in this one because the present me has no idea what's going on. I think that makes sense. Anyway, we have some decisions to make now. All right, because I don't know exactly what I want to do for the rest of this season. Okay, we just came off this, of course, loss to the Bears. It was a tough one. Let's just get to next week so I can see what's going on. I think we have to watch this game. The reason for that is because we owe these guys a win. I mean, a loss. We need a win. They deserve a loss because we lost to them at the beginning of this season, and I hated that game. I don't know what it was, but that peeved me. We let Sam Cody, this rookie quarterback, just do whatever he wanted, and I didn't like it. And this is a divisional matchup, and it's the team that is literally tied for second with the Falcons. So there's some tension here because we're not exactly free of these guys yet. A win today would really put us on a good path for the rest of the season. But as of right now, they're a team that can still take this division from us, and we have to make sure that will not happen. And a loss today would definitely do that. And we are sort of outmatched. Well, not really. Yeah, we are. Their defense is a little bit better than our offense, but I think we'll be okay. So we are definitely going to be watching this particular game today. And let's see, where do I want to go from here? Oh, scouting focus players. I forgot that's this week. So after last episode, I think it's pretty clear. I don't really think we need a wide receiver, which is sort of bad because at the beginning of the season, I wasn't really sure what was going to happen, right? We knew that Overton was a beast. Peoples-Jones was just sort of being there. Leggett didn't show that consistency yet. I think we sort of knew that one of those guys was going to be gone between him and Mingo. We ended up trading away Mingo, but Mobley hadn't stepped up yet. Well, I shouldn't say that because he could have, but I didn't give him an opportunity at that time yet. He was still on down farther on the depth chart. He didn't get a lot of playing time. We didn't know what we had with him quite yet in a real role against a starting defense. Ty Davis, pretty new to the team, didn't really know what we had in him. He's actually shown a little bit of flashes. Not something that's like, oh my God, this guy's going to be the number 2 receiver, but somebody that you can rely on as like a 4th option type of guy. And then, of course, a few weeks back, I traded for Fuller. Fuller is now becoming one of my favorite players on this team. Sounds bad because he shouldn't be. I should have other players that I enjoy more, but there's something about growing a player into something amazing that is just really fun to do, and I love to do it. And that's why I think I have such an infatuation with Floyd Fuller. But regardless, this receiving room went from a bunch of question marks to potentially a lethal unit with a little bit of TLC and development. So now I don't think we need a receiver, which sucks because, as you guys know, I made this our focus scout because I knew we needed to get more weapons. I knew we didn't have the it factor. And maybe we still don't. I don't know. I just don't feel as confident as drafting a high-end wide receiver in this draft as I did a few weeks back. So we'll still look around, but I don't think we're going to spend any points here because obviously we're going to know all of this unlock by the end of the season because this is our national scout and it's a 3-star, so we know it's going to unlock everything. So we're going to look at the other positions that I talked about before that I'm not sure on that we need, some clarity on. And one of them is offensive lineman. So we're going to go to the left tackles. We're going to start from there. We're going to sort of look through the line a little bit. So Justin Lowell, 6'5", 312, 22 years old, has a couple of A's, which is good to see. Physicals, sort of mid, nothing crazy, I guess, but nothing that bad. Has a few A's, but the A's look more like they're fit for a guard almost, if you will. Impact and lead block being his highest. I mean, we could see that like run block finesse is high too, but then I would still sort of lean into that, is it might be a better fit for a guard. The rest of the stuff really isn't anything that I'm like, holy cow, this must be really good, because he's E to F on a lot of things. Like, I don't think he's gonna be, I think he might be a bust. Go to Alex Long here, who's next. 6'4", 311, 23 years old. We have a run blocking, yeah, a run block finesse, and a lead block. So again, another guy that, depending on how he comes out with his pass protection, might end up being a better fit at guard, which I'm not against, because we need guards too. Like, we need guards. I just would like to be able to find a tackle out of this draft, you know? Shows good discipline and won't get flagged much. So I think that means normal for penalty. I don't think that means high or like discipline. I think that's the middle of the road, but I'll take it. And he has high motor, so that's good. Chris Claxton. We don't know a lot about him yet. 6'6", 317. He does have B injury though, which is nice. We don't see a whole lot of that. A awareness and B run blocking. So we'll have to definitely see more of him, I think, before I can make a decision to feed into that. So probably have to stick to these guys that are close to 55. There are a few more guys here, but I want to wait until they get to like closer to 60% before I would decide to go all in on them. Guards, there really isn't a lot of guards, but we're going to take a look at them anyway. So we got Howie Duff. And Howie Duff here he's got an A in impact, B pass block power, but D in lead block, D in run block. We have so many guys that are bad in those areas, and I just don't know. I mean, round 3 to 4, you're gonna have holes in guys, so I get it. Josh Banks is another guy. 6'2", 312, 21 years old. A injury, F run block power, and B pass block, A pass block finesse. So this guy's gonna be another pass protector, of course. He's gonna be one of those that's like really low on the totem pole when it comes to their non-pass blocking things. You know what I mean? There's gonna be like 65 run blocking, but it'll be like 80 pass blocking. So unbalanced. Then we have Kenny Stokes here, 6'3", 302. He's another rounds 3 to 4 guy. Decent physicals, F lead block, E run block power. Pass block power is an A though, which is interesting. A impact, okay. A to C in awareness, pass block finesse. This might be an option here, Kenny Stokes. We'll have to keep that in mind, because that's, especially for that projected range, that's actually a pretty good spread. Like, I wouldn't even scoff too much at that if that was like a round 2 guy, but rounds 3 to 4, that seems like a pretty decent player. And then we have Tony Richardson here, who is 3 A's. Okay, let's see what the rest of this stuff. We don't know anything else, but we know he's got 3 A's, and we have a B in pass block power. So there's another guy to keep in mind, Tony Richardson. Dalton Madden, D awareness. Okay, he has A impact blocking. What about the rest of his stuff? A lead. Okay, A3 guy. So that D awareness, really, I'm not too big of a fan of that. Junior Leonard, I feel like I don't want to go after another center because we have one right now in Arrieta, and these guys always just seem to be a little bit undersized. And whether it's their height or their weight. 6'2", 308 isn't the worst. It's not the best for a guard, but let's just check him out. Maybe he's good. You know what I mean? So 6'2", 308, 22 years old. He does have a couple of A's. So that is good. Oh, he actually has some really good ratings too for physicals, compared to what we saw anyway. A awareness, A run block finesse, and A pass block finesse. Wow. If only this guy was a left tackle. But I might have to put one on him for sure. Junior Leonard, keep that in mind. Junior Leonard, the center. I think he's right now the front runner to at least get one of these 3 focus players. And then right guard, Curtis Bauer. There's not a lot of guys here, so Curtis Bauer is the first one. Rounds 1 to 2 is the only guy that's up this bracket. Round 1 to 2 projection, and his skills are as follows: A impact, B lead, pass block finesse is a C, run block finesse is a D. B to D in a couple of categories. Not too bad. I don't know about round 1 to 2 though. Now after seeing Junior Leonard, that is like, why would I look at that guy? You know what I mean? Eddie Perkins is the next one, 6'4", 328. Couple of B's so far. And, oh, okay. B awareness, B pass block, A run block finesse. His pass block power is a D, but, I mean, it's not the worst for a tackle, if he was going to be a tackle. And he's got the size for it, 6'4", 328. So, another guy to keep in mind. Him and Junior Leonard right now are probably the two that I'm looking at. Like, not just off of, like, their spread on the ratings, but also like where those spreads are at. Like those guys are like rounds 2 to 3 for Leonard, and then rounds 3 to 4 for him. That's not bad at all. Then David Griffin, 6'5", 306. A awareness, and A pass block finesse, D run block, and then D lead block. I mean, I don't know. I mean, not the worst spread, but I mean, you're sort of hoping for something a little bit better from that, you know? I don't know. Jaden Simpson, and oh, this guy's undrafted. What am I doing? I didn't even realize it. Okay, now on to right tackles. There's only a couple of guys here. There's really nobody at right tackle. Jeff Briscoe is the top guy, 6'8", 323. That is a big man. Holy cow. Oh, and he's got some pretty decent stuff. A awareness, A lead block, B pass block. Okay, C run block finesse. He's gonna be power with that size. And it's rounds 2 to 3 projection, so it's not like you'd have to go first round for him. What about DeAndre Young, 6'6", 317. A pass block finesse, D run block, C's, so we really don't know a lot about him. And the ones that, I mean, we do have A pass block finesse, but nothing else is even above average. Cade Amel, 6'5", 315, he's 23. And we have a lot of stuff uncovered for him. B awareness, B lead block, B pass block, C impact and pass block power. But then a lot of C to Fs. Almost everything else is C to Fs. So at the very best, this guy is average, but he is day 3 consideration. I would not spend a focus player thing on him, but if he's there on day 3 and I'm not sure, you know, if there's somebody else that I don't really want anymore, that wouldn't be a bad option for a potential role player or potential future type of player, you know what I mean? And now let's go to the defense. Now this is where it's going to be difficult because I want an edge rusher, damn it. And if you guys remember from the previous video, I believe we went over the mock draft. Let's just do it again. Mock drafts. Let's see. We're on mock draft 2. So a lot of edge rushers. 7 of 10 of the first 10 picks are going to be edge rushers. Scott Toomer, Terrell Bolden, Luke Bird, Vinny Starkey, Jermaine Vincent. Christian Cofield isn't like an edge rusher, but he's a smaller defensive tackle. So, and then the last one is Kyrie Powers. All of those guys are going to go up way before we do. And with the way we've been winning, they have us at 27th right now. So let's see. Is there anybody available? Like Dan Moreland could be available for us. But at 6'2", 243, is that guy, can he be a 4-3 end? He can be an edge rusher and a 3-4, but can he be that in our system where he's got to have his hand in the dirt? I don't know. And that's the only other guy going in the first round. But before that, it has us taking Mick O'Brien, which I'm not going to do. I explained this, I think, when we looked at this the last time. He looks like he's going to be very good for a team that needs a run stopper / power moves defender, but we don't need that. We wouldn't be able to take Doug Means. He's 308. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody else. Daryl Timmons could be somebody, but he's only a power rusher. I don't know if that's going to fit well with us, but that's somebody we could try to look at. That's, I feel like, is in our range, right? Like I mentioned, if I have to make a trade to try and get a certain player to consolidate those draft picks, I'd be open to doing so. And then Tyrone Elliott. We don't know what his finesse moves are, but 6'5", 260, he could definitely put his hand in the dirt. Once we get up here, though, it's a little bit too far stretched. I mean, we'd have to really make a huge trade, and I don't think we even have the draft capital or the player capital to get rid of to be able to make that kind of a move. So let's look and see who else is available outside of those guys. So if we're going to the defensive ends here, we're going to start at left end. We know Bolden's gone. I'd love to get Terrell Bolden, but I'm like 99% sure. 99.99.99999% sure that we'll not be able to get this guy. He's going to go top 2, which sucks, but that's just the way it goes. Kyrie Powers is also going. He's the guy that's going 10th overall. Doug Means, no. Carl Allen, no. And these are all like way back end guys. So let's go to this side. Tyrone Elliott. This was the guy that I said might be in play for us. But again, is it? I don't know. Physical's not too bad. B awareness, D block shedding, C power moves, B tackle. That's all we know of him. We don't know a lot. Now, if I could find some crazy guy at D tackle like Malik Michael here, that's technically a speed rusher, but playing at defensive tackle and move him over, I mean, that'd be pretty sweet, huh? A finesse moves, but what does that mean at defensive end? That's where it comes into play. Like, is this guy legitimately a defensive end, or is he just really good for a D tackle? But it is sort of tempting, especially. I just accidentally found this guy because I was looking at just speed rushers on that speed rusher tab category. But look at this guy. Rounds 3 to 4. Okay. So middle of the pack. He's 21. 6'4", 296 out of Texas A&M. Elite to great speed and jumping. Skills, B awareness, A finesse move, A pursuit. His injury is a D, which sucks. But we know that doesn't always mean that it's that bad. It might just be mid-80s. That is tempting. I'm gonna have to add him. We gotta start coming up with a board. I'm gonna start, like, when I find these guys that are really intriguing to me, I gotta add them to my board. So I'm gonna go back and do that really quick, and then I'll see you guys in a few. All right, so I went back and I just did it from the lineman for now. I'll do that stuff off camera. I just wanted to catch up with myself from today's video. But that's actually really that's really interesting. Another guy here in Dave Smith, 6'3", 302. Let's see if he's any like sort of the same. A finesse, B tackle, B awareness. So not bad. Not bad at all. Dave Smith. That's like the most generic name I've ever heard in my life. Dave Smith. Any other crazy weirdos down here? Christopher Bolden. I'm curious. I just want to see a B finesse moves. But he's 23 years old. Yeah, no, thank you. Ladarius Reese out of West Virginia. A finesse moves. 22. I mean, these are interesting prospects. These are those guys that maybe aren't fit into the mold of their position, but who knows what you could find. And now onto the outside linebackers, where a good chunk of speed rushers can be found. Jermaine Vincent is, like, these two guys are both already going. So we'd be looking at guys like Raheem Chapman here, but he's a power rusher. How off is he with his power rushing, though? Oh, we don't know, do we? Betcha we won't know. Yeah, we don't. Not good stuff either, though. But if we can find somebody that is, you know, decent in those areas, I mean, I wouldn't be against bringing somebody on. Tremaine McNeil, this guy would have to blow me out of the water with his physicals for me to be able to consider taking a 23-year-old this late. B finesse, B awareness, B tackle. That's not too bad. That's not bad. I think we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add him to the board here, just because we're sort of struggling at linebackers. Tavin Dudley, we don't need a pass coverage guy at all, but I'm still gonna look because you never know. You never know what you're gonna find. A man, A injury, B catching, B play rec. Shit. I'm gonna have to add him, aren't I? Fine, I'll add him to the board. Andrew McAllister, 6'5", 247. He's 21. Let's see, skills-wise, we don't know anything about what actually matters, but we know that his finesse moves could also be a D as much as they could be a B. Yeah, rounds 3 to 4, but still, that doesn't give me too much hope. Nathan Sparrow, he's too short. 6'2" is too short, like I mentioned before with what's his name on the other side. I would love to take a guy like Jamal Anderson, but we really don't need him. I mean, maybe we do. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Green. Like, I felt like he would be a little bit more of a playmaker, but it seems like ever since Green got here, Trevin Wallace is like, oh, you're going to draft a dude? Watch this. And now we have Haggins, who, while isn't the most prototypical new age linebacker, is a really good linebacker, I think, in the future. But a guy like Jamal Anderson, you know, look at his physicals: elite to great, elite to great, great to good, great to good. Got A's in play rec and hit power, B in tackle. I'm not gonna add him to the board, but like that kind of stuff is intriguing, you know. And now we're over to the other side where we could find some more guys. Now Daryl Timmons is somebody who's gonna probably be out of range for us. I'm I'm going to look at him anyway. Because, again, if I really have to make some serious move to get up there, I would try. I just don't know if it's going to make sense. His finesse move is a C, and his power moves are an A. So we have an ability to maybe get up there and balance those out. But the question is, does it make sense? I'll add him to the board. I don't think we'll be in the area to be able to get him anyway. And now Dan Moreland is, like I mentioned, he's just too small. Weight-wise and, I believe, height-wise to be on the line. He does have some really good speed and stuff, though. I'm sure he'll be great as a stand-up edge rusher, just not as a hand-in-the-dirt edge rusher. So we have C, block shedding. He doesn't even have that great of stuff either. But we also don't know a lot about his finesse moves, so I guess we'll just leave that alone. Silas Williams. We're going to look at this guy just because he's a pass coverage guy, 6 foot 224. And he's got A-man, A-zone. Ooh. Guess what? He's getting added to the board. You can never have too much. I'm a defensive guy. I don't know if you guys know this. I know I say I love my running backs and wide receivers, but I love defense. Anytime I see a guy that could be a potentially really good defensive player, I'm putting him on the board. Daryl Thomas. Day 3 projection. 6'4", 248, 22 years old. Not a lot of good the physicals. Not a lot of promise from the awareness or from the actual skills. The only good thing is his awareness is a B. But he is a day 3 guy. But again, I'm not really sure we're looking for day 3 guys. We might have to actually find somebody in free agency for this kind of situation. You know what I mean? However, we do have Wanham still. Like, it's not like he's going to be gone. I would just like to find a replacement. But if I could find a guy that maybe I can, use to replace him eventually, I mean, I wouldn't be against that. And then I don't think we need any corners. If we do, it'd probably be later on. I also don't think we need any running backs. Let's check tight ends. Let's look at tight ends here too. And we're going to make a decision on these 3 guys. So Dominic Freeman, rounds 3 to 4. He's 6'3". I don't want 6'3". I'm sorry. I just don't like it. Jacob Lowry, 6'6", 264. That is more my category. Elite. Okay, I love seeing that with his speed. And skills. A, spectacular catch. B, short route running. A, awareness. C, impact block. We have a lot of A's and A's to C's though, with catching, medium routes, stiff arm, and trucking. This is an interesting one. I'm going to add him to the board. Oliver Pierce, 6'4", 250. I almost said 350. That would be a very big man. 2 A's right off the bat. Great to good speed. So it's not elite, but it's still good speed. A, catching traffic. A, catching. B, carrying. That's all we know about him. Gonna add him to the board as well. And now I'm not doing this as a way to like move on from Ridley. I would like to find a mainstay on this roster to pair with Ridley. Whichever one of those ends up becoming the number 1, I hope Ridley keeps that job. That's all going to depend on his health. We know he can produce. That's not an issue. We know this guy can produce like no other. It's just, can he stay on the field? And I want to make sure we have a quality, young, potential replacement for him on this roster if it comes to a point where it's like, yeah, this guy's just not going to be able to last. Duke Bass, 6'3". Oh, Doug Katz, 6'6", 247. Here's another guy that's tall. Much later in the draft too, rounds 3 to 4. And he is 22. Okay. Great to good speed. All right. A, catching. That's all and B, short route running. We don't know much else, but I do see a lot of A's to C's and B's to D's. So Doug Katz will also get added to the board. Next up is Arnold McMillian. 6'4", 252. He's 23, day 3 prospect. And we've got, not a lot uncovered. B, catching, C, medium route, and C, break tackle. A, pass blocking. Lot of C to F's, almost everything. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, with Nathan Samuel, 6'3". Oh wait, he's 6'3". I'm not looking at. I don't look at 6'3" guys. Okay, I just don't. I never have. I never will. I don't know what it is, man. I just believe that a tight end needs to be 6'4" or above. So we got Justin Peterson here, 6'6", 244. He's 21. I like that. A couple of A's and C's. Okay, he's got elite to great speed and strength. I mean, I don't really care about the strength part of it, but elite to great speed, that's going to catch my eye. And what do we got? We got A, impact, B, medium, C, catching. Oh, I just realized this guy's undrafted. Undraftable free agent, or you know what I mean. He's got a lot of A's to C's though. Like a lot. And he's got elite to great speed. I'm gonna have to add him to the list, I think. I have to keep an eye on him. I might have to do that for that late of a pick. Not even a pick, undrafted, to be that good at the physical, like be that good with speed and then have all those A to C's. But that's it. We're not gonna go through all the undrafted guys. I didn't even mean to do that with Peterson. That's interesting. So we did tight ends, we did linemen, we did D linemen, and we did a couple of linebackers. And I think that's where things are sort of at right now. Yeah, and that's pretty much most of the people that I really wanted to check out right now. So we have to make a decision on these three guys. Who do I want to focus right now? Now let's see. I think I want to do Julius Leonard as one of them. I want to do this Michael guy. I want to see what this guy's about. So we're going to do him. And then the last one is... I feel like I sort of want to do Peterson now. I want to see what this guy's about. Let's do it. Let's do Peterson. Screw it. I mean, we need a tight end. If I can get a guy that late and he actually ends up being decent, like that's perfect. And if this guy ends up being like a good player that I could actually play at defensive end, even though he's almost 300 pounds, I mean, that's just crazy. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, this could all backfire on me, but you guys, I think you guys get I'm a little bit outside of normal when it comes to some of this stuff. So let's go ahead and confirm it. We have Junior Leonard, Malik, Michael, and Justin Peterson are going to be our three focus areas. All right, so now that we are done with that, it is now time for us to turn our attention to the Saints again. Let's just take a quick recap for those of you who maybe didn't watch that episode or maybe just don't remember. We'll take a look at the game. So it was week 4. We lost 30-27. We rallied in the fourth, but it did not matter. We had scored 14, the most points out of all quarters. We scored in the fourth, but it did not matter. And here were the stats. Sam Cody looked good. 128.3 rating, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Boyd did not look good. He had a rough day. 5 sacks, 87.6 for rating, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Rushing wise, Jerome Ford whooped our butts. It didn't look like it from the stats, but like if you watch the game, he was doing some good things for their offense. Jonathan Brooks never really seemed to get off and running. He had a couple of nice runs, but nothing too crazy. Receiving wise, Landry Watkins, this dude, he was making plays. Chris Olave was as well. Deron Overton had a good game. Dalvin Ridley had a good game. So it wasn't all too bad for us. It was just some bad play from Boyd that sort of put us in some tough spots. And then defensively, I don't think we really had a whole lot for production either. Nick Benito had a sack, and I think that was it. Yeah, he was the only guy who had a sack for us. And then it was Kool-Aid McKinstry with the interception on Boyd. Was there a fumble? Yeah, we fumbled it, and it was Sam Hubbard who recovered it. So that was it. It wasn't a fun game. I remember that. It was a tough game, though. It was a good divisional matchup, but it ended up coming out in the Saints' favor. So now what have the Saints been up to since then? Well, after that, they lost 2 in a row to the Bengals and the Falcons. We've beaten both of those teams. They then beat the Rams and the Browns, so they went 2-2 the next 4 weeks. They went on their bye, and now they are 2-1 out of the bye, beating the Packers and the Bucks, losing to the Bears. Wow, look at that. The Bears beat them in like the same fashion that they beat us. The Bears defense is good, and if we make the playoffs, I have a feeling we're gonna have to see them again. So I think this is a big week for us. I really do. We are their last. Are we? Yeah, we are their last division matchup. Last time we played these guys, they were actually doing some good stuff through the air. So we're gonna stick to medium pass this week. On offense, I actually feel like I sort of want. It's tough. I feel like I sort of want to run it again like we did last week, because I felt like if that wasn't the Bears defense, we probably have a little bit more success. And I was actually liking the way that Boyd was sort of throwing it short more that week than he was previous games. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I think we're going to run inside. And now for the weekly game plan. We got to get after Sam Cody. We cannot let that guy get comfortable again. He is a young guy. Rattle him a little bit and we should be good. Allow 20 points or less. I think that's a good goal. We allowed 27 the last time we played these guys. Yep, that's good. And then win turnover battle. That's, I think, been a big key for us the last few weeks. When we're controlling the ball, we're not giving it away, we're doing well. Obviously, I mean, I know that's sort of cliche to say, but like it's true. When Boyd is on, we're good. So we'll just do win turnover battle, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do these mini games, and then once I'm done with that, it's time for the game. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, we got some player upgrades this week. Let's see, we got Michael Haggins up first, and we are gonna go straight to pass coverage. Said that before, that he needs to work on that. And we're gonna get 1 to man, 3 to zone, and 1 to play rec. I like that upgrade. So now he's at 65 at least, right? So I mean, it's not great, but it looks a heck of a lot better than 62. I'll take it. Then we have Cam Little, the kicker. Cam the kicker. And we're just gonna go to accuracy. I don't even see a point in doing power anymore. +2 to awareness. We don't even get accuracy anyway. Great. And then last but not least, Antoine Mobley finally getting an upgrade. Haven't seen him on here in a while. We're gonna go playmaker for him as well. I want to see, because last week I did one for Floyd Fuller, and he went up 2 overalls in everything except playmaker, because I did playmaker. So we went 1 there and then 2 and everything else. I want to see if this is sort of like a running theme with this. So we're gonna do it again. So let's see here: 73, 75, or 75, 73, 71, 66. Okay. Wow. 2 ball carrier, 1 carry, 1 catch, 3 deep route, 1 juke, 1 release, 2 short, 1 spectacular catch. 76, so he only went up 1, 74, 72, 67. So that time he only went up 1 per thing. Not every time does it happen. He's still got a lot of good upgrades though. All right. I believe we are all set to go. We're going to take a quick look at the injuries for both teams to make sure. Dylan Arrieta did get hurt in the practice week, but he's not starting for us right now, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. And then right now, Juwan Johnson is the only injury for the Saints at tight end, so we'll be seeing the backup. Now you see Jerome Ford, second leading running back in the league when it comes to receiving yards. And we are jumping in here on the 4th drive of the game, second one for the Saints. It's been horrible so far for both sides. First drive was a forced fumble through a sack that Boyd lost, of course. It was our drive. And then the second drive, defense did good. Nothing too flashy. Just forced a couple of bad passes. We got the ball back. And then this last drive, we just faltered completely. Took another big sack. And Townsend got hurt. The running back, Ezekiel Townsend. Not sure if he is going to come back or not, as Ford takes it off the right side for a nice pickup of 8 yards and a first down. And so this is where we're at now. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Just didn't feel like you guys really needed to see it was just nothing really good. Not even just good defensive play. It was just rough, rough outings. Oh, one-handed catch over the middle by the tight end. And I remember that's Haskins. He wears number 10, and it sort of like irritates me that he wears number 10 at tight end, but I didn't change it. 2nd and 4. If you're wondering why my logo is an NFL shield, it's because apparently that's a bug that they broke in the last update this past week somehow. So when they updated the Superstars, they broke the bug for the scoreboard. I don't get it. I stopped asking questions a long time ago. As the Saints get another first down, moving them down to the 40, closing in on field goal range. Cody, ooh, blitz coming. They pick it up nicely, and Cody delivers, but it's too far out of bounds for Olave. Battle on the coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. That would have been a huge play for New Orleans. Luckily for us, Cody just sort of put a little bit too much under it. Handoff, Ford. He gets past the first line, and he'll get 6. Not a lot of running for him, but productive running so far. 2 for 14 on the day. Now 3rd and schmedium, we'll call it. Empty set. Cody, quick pass. Wide open, Chris Olave down inside the 5. I'm not sure how he got that open. Must have been a broken coverage somewhere as Fuller brings him down. Still trying to see exactly what happened. It's like Stevens just didn't run with him. Or maybe Battle, I don't know if maybe those two got mixed up and they didn't know which was supposed to take who, but it left Olave wide open. And now it's 1st and goal for the Saints. Olave in motion. He's going to take the handoff, and he's going to walk in. End around touchdown for New Orleans. It takes 4 drives for us to get action, but New Orleans picks up where they left off the last time with us. And they're going to put up some points. Alrighty, back out here again. For our 3rd drive of the day. Boyd has not had... I should say, it's not that Boyd is absolutely playing bad. He's had 2 sacks. Both of them actually came through really quickly. The only thing that I really was angered about was the fumble. As we handed off to Sharp for a gain of 1. We just haven't really been able to get any type of momentum going. We needed something good here. As Overton goes in motion. Throw outside to Ridley. This defense is just covering so well. I mean, Werner was on Ridley before he even knew the route, the ball was coming on the route. Like, Werner was already breaking on it. 3rd and 9. Boyd looking right side. It's completed! And it's Xavier Legette with the catch. That was the pass we saw last week that Boyd missed on. That corner route there. This time, it's single coverage. He just put it up, gave his guy a shot, and Legette makes the catch. 26, really not paying attention all too well. Looks like he had an opportunity to turn around and maybe bat that ball down or worse. Luckily for us, he wasn't paying attention. Legette hauls it in, and we get our first down of the game, gets us across midfield. Boyd over the middle now, completed. Overton breaking off tackles, and he'll get it for 6 yards. Here we go on 2nd. Quick drop back, quick pass. Open receiver, it's Legette! And Legette down to the 21. Last 2 weeks, Legette has really not been able to get the ball much. He's been the 4th. He's the number 3 outside receiver, and he's the number 2 inside receiver. And he just hasn't gotten a lot of involvement, but today he is all over the field as now Overton gets involved. A big catch down to the 3. And we are now inside the 5 with a chance to tie this thing up. We just need to find a way in the end zone, which we have not been able to do so far. Maybe a slant route here? Yeah, right there, throw it! Oh my God, that was horrible. I thought it was a slant route. Why did he run outside? Is that a fade that we have in there? But he didn't put it up high enough. That's for sure. 2nd and goal. Boyd pushed out of the pocket. And he's not going to do anything except take a sack. Man, dude, that one there, I get you're trying to get out of the pocket, but, like, throw it away. You're way outside of the tackle box. You can throw that away instead of taking a 3-yard loss, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now he's going to run it, and now he's got nobody, and it's an easy touchdown. There we go. So it took us an extra time, but Boyd gets it done with his legs. And he gets in. Why does it have that logo there? It's got the bar logo there from the bottom of the franchise file. What is wrong with this game? All right, Saints back out here. Outside of the last 2 drives, it's been a pretty dry game, but both offenses starting to pick things up. Let's see if the Saints can continue. Tight end in motion. It's a handoff to Ford. He gets an initial block from the line, but nothing else. It's going to end up in a gain of 4. And this should end up being probably the last play of the 1st quarter, unless it's an incompletion. Ford in motion. Cody takes a snap. Quick over the middle, and it's incomplete. I called it. All right, well, now this should be the last play of the 1st quarter, maybe. I don't know. 3rd and 6. Cody, quick pass again, and that one is complete, and that's going to get him a 1st down. It's Romeo Dobbs, and that will end the 1st quarter. Something to keep in mind here is this game. I mean, if we lose this game, we're at 8-3. We would go to 8-4. The Saints would then become 7-5, and now they have both games against us and are 1 game away. Oh, there's a big play from Wallace. God, do I love Trevin Wallace. He is so good. I don't think I want to move him from his position. I want to keep him in the same spot on the depth chart for his entire career because he just plays so well out of it. But anyway, 2nd and 13. That's something to think about. This is a huge game for us. Oh, Cody going deep. See, that is what we needed from Boyd all those games. And that is why I get so irritated, because you want to know what? That quarterback can make it happen. Huge play for the Saints. It's a touchdown to Landry, the guy that burned us last game. Quarterbacks can make deep throws. Ours can't. That is so frustrating to see. That dude's a 74 overall or something like that. 14-7 Saints. Yeah, I know, that irritated me, yeah. But, like, you know, I say these things, and sometimes people will be like, don't blame the quarterback for something the game sucks at. It's not the game. I'm not disagreeing that the game has issues. But you know what else has issues is Deion Boyd when it comes to the deep ball. He can't hit him, and that's supposed to be his strong suit. That mediocre, and I'm not saying that in the sense of I don't think he's good, because Cody's been playing very good football for the Saints this season. We've seen it twice. But, like, in terms of ratings, he is average, if not below average. And the fact that he is outplaying Boyd on deep balls doesn't make sense to me. 2nd and 4, play action. Boyd looks underneath, and Mobley drops it. Mobley, I'm just starting to notice a pattern with Mobley. He did that last week too. This is why you got to watch a lot of games, you know, to pick up on these things. That was just a bad throw. I mean, not a good spot to throw it, and also not a good decision to throw it there. And we're gonna have to punt it away. All right, well, Saints have a 7-point lead. They have a lot of the momentum right now. They're gonna start it off with a handoff to Ford, who somehow gets around all 3 of our defenders. What? How does that even happen? Cody over the middle, completed, and that's to Ford too. So Jerome Ford is just a gosh dang superhuman, apparently. Except when he plays for us. I'm still trying to figure out how none of those 3 that were there laid a hand on him on that run. 1st and 10. Empty backfield again. They are sending Ford in motion so many times. Cody over the middle, completed to the tight end, and it's going to be a gain of 9. Nice pickup. It's Holker? Is that his name? Holger 556. You, if you know, you know. Oh, Holger 26 is better. For a while there. 2nd and 1. Cody. Over the middle. Finds Ford again. Wide open in the flats. Or a little crossing route. Didn't quite look like a Texas route. He bent it in a little too far inside and there's an injury. And it's one of the linemen. It's Fuaga. One of their interior linemen. They also lost Brees before, the defensive tackle. I forgot about that in the opening drives that I didn't show. Oh, Brown! Does that count as a sack? Yes, it does. Nice. I thought it was going to count as an incompletion for a second, and this wasn't Brown. It was Steven Briggs. Big man Briggs coming through. 2nd and 19. Defense, get us alive when this offense can't. You always do it. Let's do it again. Hand off to Ford. We're lucky Ford couldn't make up his mind because I thought he was going to take it for the 1st down. Dillon comes up to make the stop. 3rd and 11. They gained 8 off of that one. It could have been more. Luckily for us, it was not. Holker in motion. Cody. Deep right side. Batted down by Steven Thompson. Shaq Thompson. Why did I call him Steven Thompson? Don't mind me. They're going to try a field goal, though. 53-yard attempt. Tell me they miss. Miss it. They didn't. Punks. One thing that I will note, that I don't ever show the kick returns unless something astronomically bad or good happens. But Kirkland is actually a really good returner. He got us up to the 34 here. He does that pretty consistently. I'm not sure if I think I did re-sign him, but if not, I'm going to have to. As Brooks up the middle, he was still on his feet, but he gets 5. Still have not seen Townsend back yet, which I'm a little concerned about. But we do have Brooks, so we do have our starter, which is good at least. I just hate seeing injuries, especially on a guy that I'm trying to build up. Play action, he runs right into it. That was just horrible blocking. I can't blame that on Boyd at all. Horrible blocking. And as Pete Werner, this guy is making some serious plays. He came off the edge. McGarry, I don't know what he was doing. He was having a tea party over there or something. He sure as hell wasn't being a right tackle. And he just let him right through. And it was the exact spot where we needed the protection. 3rd and 14. Let's see if we can recover from this. Mobley in motion. Boyd. Gonna run with it. Oh, he's got space. He's got the first. He's still going. What a play by Deion Boyd. Gets it down to the 34. That was like 20, 30 yards. Yeah, Pete Werner, what do you think of that, you punk? All right, back in business here. Handoff, Brooks, and he cannot get through the line. It seems as if the Saints anticipated us trying to run the ball this week, and they have stepped up to the plate in that respect because we have not been able to get the ground game going whatsoever. Empty backfield for Boyd. Looks underneath. It's incomplete. He was looking for Leggett. But just tight coverage again. Who was that? Was that Werner again? I don't think so. If it was, screw him. Boyd with the quick snap. Oh, no. As soon as I saw him turn his shoulder, I knew we were going to get a sack there. As soon as you just watch these games enough, you just know what's going to happen. And I knew right then and there, as soon as that shoulder turned to go that way, he was getting sacked. All right, well, down by 10, 3:11 to go. I just hope to God that we can stop them from scoring here because they also get the ball after the half. We cannot give up this huge drive. And first play goes for a nice gain of about 11 to Olave. First down. Cody overshoots it, thank God. Had a guy on the outside, may have had a step on our defender, but he just could not deliver it properly. 2nd and 10. 3 split to the left. And we send heat. And that heat does not help too much. They're still able to get the pass off to Olave. It's going to be a gain of close to 10, but it'll be just short of the first. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute warning. Saints starting to put together a drive once again. As now they have it 3rd and inches. Unless we can get some astronomically great stop here, we could be in some trouble. Ford in motion. They throw it to him. Nobody's down. Wait, no! No, man, I thought we might be able to get there in time, and we're not able to. Good attempt, though, I would say, by Dillon and Horn, but just couldn't get it done. We saw that play before, and it worked for them. They went right back to it, and we didn't have an answer for it. Now out to the 35, and Ford is in motion again. And this time they throw it to Dobbs, who gets 8. Nice completion on the inside there. They ran that same concept, and it cost one of our defenders to run out wide with them, which he should have done. But then they come back underneath, and see how you can sort of set those plays up. It's sort of cool to see. It happened in Madden. And Cody again delivers it somehow through all that traffic. Right to Dobbs for a 2nd straight time, and now they're across midfield down to the 41. And, well, they're getting in position to score again, which is the exact thing we didn't want to have happen. Cody running. We couldn't get there. He's got this first and more. Oh, Dillon, what are you doing, buddy? He recovered, but he just didn't respond at first. Why are we falling apart here? Okay. I'm going to go back to what I say all the time. The defense did its job the first 3 or 4 drives, I feel like, and then eventually it cracks because the offense fails to do much. We've only had one productive drive this entire half, one productive drive, and it ended, of course, in a touchdown. We haven't had a drive in field goal range since. Cody trying to get out of the pocket, and he will again, gets hit right away, though. It's going to count as a sack. They have to take one of their timeouts. That leaves them one remaining. So this is a big down. We got to hold them to 3. 3rd and 10. Forward motioning to the left side again. Oh, under pressure. Batted down. There we go. Force the 3. It still sucks, but hey, it's better than 7. Get to the break and let's regroup. Hold up. Hold up. We might be in business here before the end of the half. Because Ty Davis, who's the second returner, just got us to the 37. Let's see. We have all 3. Boyd, can you do something for us here, buddy? Here we go. After the half, Saints come out with the ball, and he's going to get rid of it just in the nick of time, and he finds Landry open across the middle, sort of going to the left side there. Big pickup out to the 41. We almost had a sack. Nick Benito almost got there. We haven't had a lot of pressure today. We have 2 sacks so far. We're trying to get to 5. I don't think we're going to do that unless something drastically changes here in the second half. Oh my God, we almost got called for neutral zone. Thank God the lineman didn't budge. Landry in motion. Cody looking, finds Olave. And again, it's a nice completion of 9. We are not covering the middle of the field very well right now. Offset eye here, look. Goes to Ford. And Ford gets shut down. Thompson and Green coming through. And it's going to be 3rd and inches. And if we can somehow get a stop here, that would be incredible. We need it. Handoff. And he's going to get it. Oh, man. I don't know what it is about this Saints team, man, but they are just... They seem to play very, very well against us. They're a lot better than what their record shows. Empty set once again for Cody after the motion. Underneath. Completed again to the tight end. 2nd and 2. We're just playing so off of coverage. Like, you see, earlier in the first half, we had all those plays where Werner or one of the other defensive backs is literally draped on our receiver as he's catching it. And our guys, I mean, there's 5 yards of separation every time they get the ball in their hands. It's crazy. Thank God. Thank you for dropping it. We needed that. 3rd and 2. Looks like they're going to try to pass out of this. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for a run up the... Oh, no, never mind. No run. They're passing. Cody throws it. And he makes the catch? Dude, Olave, can you not? Does he catch this? I think he does. What a crazy catch. That we're challenging it. I don't think Madden would be smart enough to even know when to challenge, so I'm a little concerned here. I'd like to see this again, though. But where are they counting it? Because if they're counting the step before that... Oh, wait. If that's what they're counting, that should be incomplete. And it's not. So they must not have counted that anyway. So, great. Okay. First and 10. Oh my God, Fuller had a chance at it, but he could not catch it. Didn't even know it was coming at him. In his defense, that was a very quick pass, and like routes haven't really even developed yet, so I can sort of see how that could happen. Just unfortunate. Would have loved to see us get an interception there. Forward out of the backfield, and he is shut down after just a yard. It's Trevin Wallace saving it from a big play. Because he was the only one on that side of the field. He saw it late, but he got over there and recovered nicely. 3rd and 9. Oh, we did! I thought he was going to get the first. I was just going to be so deflated. Oh, my God. Make them kick a field goal, please. I hope that we stop you because of this. Come on. Get him. Yes! Oh, that's a big play. Oh, they could have had points. That's big. We've got to answer on this drive. Boyd, if there is ever a drive that you need, it's this one right here, man. Hand off. Brooks, there we go. Nice start, gets 6 yards. Okay, let's go. Let's get something positive going here. Let's make some things happen. I formation, Judge in the backfield. Play action. Boyd, left side, it's incomplete. He threw it into double coverage. Fuller still has to make that catch. You can't be dropping those, man. Can't be dropping those. We need our guys to step up right now. There we go. Overton with the catch over the middle gets us that first down we desperately needed. Let's use that for some fuel. Let's get things moving here. Boyd over the middle. And I believe that is, no, that's Overton. I thought it was Ridley for a second. No, Overton with the catch. He'll get 9 more. I feel like we haven't really had many throws be completed at all today. Is that just me? Does it just feel like that with this game? I don't know. There goes Brooks. Nice run up the middle. Gets us to first and gets us near midfield. Definitely needed that. I formation. Gonna go right back to him. We do. Handoff, and once again, pushing the pile forward for 6 more. That's what I like to see. Playing man up on Overton. Let's see if we can get him off the beat press. No, we run it anyway. Oh, Brooks tried to dance too much there. You just got to pick a lane and hit it, dude. You could have potentially had something on the outside, but you decided to dance around in the backfield, and it ends up not really getting us much of anything. And now it's 3rd and 2. I'd like to see us pass out of this, so I don't want to see us run out of this. Yeah, throw it right there. Perfect. Gets the catch. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. It's Jelani Woods with the catch, and he gets it down to the 28. Perfect. I formation. Hand off to Brooks. Gets past the first, dragging defenders down to the 20 for a gain of 8. When Brooks just hits the hole, and he doesn't try to do all this dancing around in the backfield, he is legit. It's when he tries to get too cute with it. Boyd underneath, completed to Mobley, and a good job tackle by Petrie. Jalen Petrie with an excellent open field tackle there to not let him get that first down. 3rd and 1. Blitz coming. And Floyd! Yes! Floyd, go! Touchdown! There we go! Floyd Fuller gets the catch, breaks free, and takes it in for the touchdown. That was a huge play for us. Finally, we get something going on offense. It seems like forever. Well, because it has been. What a play. Love to see it. Now we'll get ourselves back within 6. We just need this defense now. They've had a good rest. We did a good long drive. Come back out refreshed, get us a stop so we can get back out here on offense and try to keep up with this momentum. There is his stats today, 21 of 32, 255 and a touchdown. He's protected the ball well. He's found his receivers well. He's been playing good today. He's been outplaying us, that's for sure. 1st and 10. Oh, right away we send heat, and he's still able to get rid of it and make a completion for 5 yards. Good job by him. Cody seems to be a legitimate quarterback, man. Really does. Handoff. Ford breaks off of the defender from Thompson. Dude, Thompson, you don't let a dude like Jerome Ford run you over like that. That's blasphemy. Cody. Under pressure. He's got to throw it. Yes, it's dropped. There we go. Haskins tried to make the catch, but we hit him. Forcing incompletion. We just need guys to keep stepping up. Cody in trouble. Yes! There we go! Nick Bonito with the sack fumble, and we get the recovery. We needed that so much. Defense has been trying all day to keep the composure as the offense fails, and finally we get a good drive. The defense comes out rested, and we get ourselves a big stop and the ball back. 1st and 10. We have prime position to take this lead. Hand off to Judge, and Judge with the carry gets it for 4. Down to the final 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter. We're gonna go to Judge again. And he's not able to get much. All right, start of the fourth quarter, 3rd and 3. Play action. Boyd's gonna run with it. Boyd's got the first down. And Boyd down to the 15. Man, does it scare me when he gets hit like that. But so far, it hasn't, you know, knock on wood or plastic desk, whatever the hell. Boyd, corner. You have got to be kidding me. Why would you throw that? The guy clearly had the route undercut. I thought he was going to the underneath guy. You threw it to a guy who wears number 49. That just pissed me off so much. We need this. We need the defense to do something magical here again. Cody over the middle. There we go. Yep, nice play. Nice play on the coverage, but now we need him to get off the field here. We cannot allow them to get points off of that turnover. Come on, defense. Damn it. Empty set for Cody again. Ford in motion to the backfield. We're gonna hand it off. And they'll get 5. 10 carries, 44 yards for Ford today. Much more productive for him, yardage per carry wise. We send heat, but they get rid of it to the outlets, and Ford is there. Another first down. They just dink and dunk their way all the way down the field. And then when we finally play up, well, we saw what happened with Landry earlier. Thompson out there in the flats gets him after 3. They're running this clock down, and they're driving down this field to potentially put us out of our misery. Hand off, Ford. Guys, we gotta tackle, man. Somebody dive and hit the guy. What are we doing? 3rd and inches. We do technically have a chance here to get off the field, but we have to get a big loss here. We do not. And they get the first. All right, at this point, we need a turnover. They're inching into field goal range. Can the defense do it? Cody, deep over the middle. You gotta catch that! You've gotta catch that! Thompson, dude, he has dropped so many interceptions this year. That's gotta be at least 3 or 4. And we give up 5 on the next play. They do this 5 yards at a crack every time. And it's just good. They just keep, like I said, dinking and dunking their way all the way down the field, and we just do nothing about it. Cody over the middle. Thank God it's incomplete. It gets them the 4th. They have to take the field goal. And, you know, it stops the clock. But now, well, we're down by 9. 6:05 to go. Back on offense. We're going to start with a ground game to Brooks, who bounces outside instead of hitting the lane. I'm not saying there wasn't somebody there that could have potentially impeded his advance upfield, but we got nothing with you bouncing it outside to where there's no protection. Third and 10 after the incompletion. All right, Boyd, you better come up with something here, dude. You are starting to wear me thin with patience, man. I'm starting to run out of it. Quickly. There we go. Completion. Who was that? Mobley coming through. He drops the open ones, catches the tough ones. Please tell me that's a free 5. It's got to be, right? Yes, it is. Give us the free 5. Yeah. Boyd over the middle, completed to Leggett, and he is down to the 40. Leggett has actually been making some plays today. Nice to see that. I like to see how it sort of changes up the pace a little bit depending on who's in. You know what I mean? Empty set again. Boyd. I was about to, oh my God. You see how red this shirt is? My face was about to be that red. If that would have happened, Right there. What a stupid throw. There we go. There we go, Ridley. That's what I'm talking about, man. Ridley is a beast. Can we get a touchdown despite Deon Boyd trying to actively throw this game? Hand off to Brooks. He can't break the tackle. Number 49 is pissing me off. Got the interception. Now the open field tackle on Brooks. Boyd. End zone. Touchdown. It's Ridley. Finally, we get on the board. Finally, we get something good to happen, and we go up to the point. We got it. We're within 2. Now it's again on the defense. 2nd and 15. Calling an audible here, sending the tight end to the left side. They sent a man out wide. They're going to go for a throw again. Going short. Incomplete again. The Saints, I don't think they realize if we get a stop here, they just gave us a free timeout. And a ton of time that they didn't need to give us. But we need a stop here, defense. I don't know if there's any saving this one. We got 2:06 left. We're down by 9 again. We have 2 timeouts. Okay, there we go. Get a completion, but we gotta move. 2-minute warning helps us stop the clock there. Empty set, of course. We need all the receivers out there we can get. Throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it, throw it. Okay, or run it, run it. There you go, Boyd. Okay. All right. He got out of bounds, stop the clock. Throws it underneath for Overton. I don't like that call. We need 2 scoring drives here. You're going to throw it for a 4-yard completion or 5-yard completion. Boyd going to the end zone. Oh, and he overthrew him. He didn't even give him a shot. Didn't give him a chance. I bet you Sam Cody makes that throw. Who the hell are you throwing the ball to, man? You know we're in the blue uniforms. Do you know that we are the blue team with the Panther logo? Holy cow! I guess it's onside kick time because that's the only shot we got. And that's so much for that. Oh my God. I'm so disappointed. It's hilarious. We'll use our timeout there. They lost a yard. That's great. I mean, we do technically still have a shot at this. But we need a stop here, and then we have to hope that they don't try a super long field goal and make it, because if they do, I don't think they'll test that, though, just because if they miss, they'll give us great field position. So we just need to stop here. I should have said that, because last time I said that, you know what happened. Oh, thank God. I thought he caught it. I was like, I'm a jinx. I'm a jinx. But we broke it up. That is huge right there. That right there just might have saved us this game. We have a shot now. All we need is Deon Boyd to stop being an absolute buffoon. That's it. Great, horrible punt by them. Gives us at the 23. Yeah, get your head out of your ass, buddy. That's what you need to do. Figure out what color jersey we're wearing, and then get us down the field here quickly. We need a touchdown, and we need it in 1 minute and 3 seconds. We ain't got no timeouts. Figure it out, dude. Right over the middle. Okay, get us something going, and now hurry it up. Yep, hurry it up. Down to 42 seconds and ticking. We need more yards than that. Motion is not helping us right now. I know you did not just run play action. Throw it into the dirt. Perfect. Or maybe it hit the, I don't know. You didn't lead the receiver because he had a step on him. You threw it behind him and it hit the defender in the leg, or him in the leg. I don't know. All I know is a leg isn't a hand. Oh yeah, we're going to throw it underneath. Throw it underneath. With no timeouts. You are not. Okay, well, look at that. We stopped the clock at least. At least we did that. And now it's going to be, what, a Hail Mary attempt? All we really got left in the tank. Oh, yeah, just take a sack. That's what you should do. What was this? Yeah, you bet you have a smile on your face. Screw you, buddy. Nick Benito got an upgrade after that. He deserved it. Go straight to Speed Rusher for him. That's going to put him at an 80 overall. 2 block shedding, 2 finesse, awareness, and 1 to tackle. Well, now we lost both series to the Saints. They're 1 game behind us. And now it looked to be a potential great season for us in the NFC is now might not even be a division win. I don't know what's happening. Boyd is actively getting worse. His decision making has been horrendous. In crunch time, to be specific, I don't give a damn what he does between the first and third quarter. I mean, I do to a T, but like, I don't care how many times he hits an open receiver. I don't care how many times he does, great things with his legs. That's great. I can find mobile quarterbacks. But if this guy is going to keep losing us games, because if you look at this game and say that he did not lose us this game, granted the defense gave up some stuff. I get it. But the reason they started doing that is because dude just keeps not doing his job. And, well, now it's starting to cost us. The defense gets wore out. They start to, crack a little bit, give up plays. And then, like the interceptions today, or just the incompletions that could have been interceptions. What are we thinking here? That is not a 94 overall quarterback play. And, yeah, I just don't really know what to do from here. This is really starting to irritate me, though. I just saw a comment, though, because I told you guys I'm recording this stuff ahead of time. I just saw a comment somebody came through. Jacob Gwynn 9445. And he's right. And I might have to consider this. He says maybe grab a young guy off the trade block or in the draft to start building up. That way, when Boyd's contract is expiring, you can trade either quarterback away for a great haul mid. I mean, that's sort of what I had to do last time with my Vikings franchise, and I feel like this is becoming inevitable. Now, yeah, I know it's only been a few episodes that this has started happening a lot, but I mean, this has been sort of coming on all season long, and at some point, like, what is enough? Crappy way to lose the game. Got some stuff to think about now with this team moving forward. I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you guys always for watching. But as for this video, that's all I have for you guys. So before you leave, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, turn on that bell notification so you know when these videos drop and some of the other videos that I'm doing. And I will see you guys next time.